Hey everybody. Some of you guys asked for a review for this homework, and so I figured I'd go over this, including not only to review all the homework, but also what the little symbol means for minutes. And so, the first thing, well, let's set the problem we see here in this case that we basically have find the side B for a triangle. So let's draw this triangle here. So we have here, let's say, for example, this angle B. So let's see A, and so little a is here, which is 3, and little c here is 8, and angle B is 60 degrees. So if we want to find the measure of B, we can do B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AB cosine of C. Oh, cosine of B actually. Oops. 2AC cosine of B. Oh, shucks. So 2AC cosine of B. And so now just we can actually write so out B squared is equal to, in this case, 3 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 3 times 8 cosine of 60 degrees. Okay, now we will type in the calculator, get a value, but we could also right now take the square root of everything. So on your calculator, you will type in B is equal to the square root of 3 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 3 times 8 cosine of 60 degrees. And this is valid. This is okay work because it really shows how you found your answer. So let's break our calculator. Okay. And so we're going to have, in this case, the square root of. So that's square root of A. So we have 3 squared. Oops, not that one. Sorry. Squared. Okay, and we delete. Ooh, we just clear this. Start again. So 3 squared plus 8 squared. Oh, I hate when this happens. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Plus 8 squared minus 2 times 3 times 8 cosine of 60 degrees. And right away we get 7. All right, so there you go. So the answer for the first one is going to be 7. All right, so for number 5, again, now we can draw a triangle, but at this point, well, let's draw a triangle for one more time. So here's angle C, 120 degrees. A is going to be 33, so A is 33. And then B here is 7. And so here we're going to find C. C squared is equal to 33 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 33 times 7 cosine of 120. Or we just pop everything under the radical. C equals to 33 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 33 times 7 cosine of 120. Okay, so again, we get a calculator. And so second square root, in this case, 33 squared. So 33 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 33 times 7 cosine of 120 degrees. And we get 37. All right, works out real nice again. So C equals 37. All right. Our next problem, number 9. Here, we just go straight into this. We'll just get the C is equal to the square root of 16 squared plus 27 squared minus 2 times 16 times 27 times the cosine of 51. I don't think this would be a nice number, but again, this is fine. This is the law of cosines, and we're just typing it into a formula here. So, okay, so square root of, I believe it was 16 squared. 16 squared, 16 squared, and the other numbers were 27, yes, 27, so plus 27. Sometimes I forget, so plus 27 squared minus 2 times 16 times 27 cosine of 51 degrees. Enter. Now we get 21.00636. So here, we'll let C equal to round off to 21. 12.0, so in this case, so. All right, so very close to 21. Now for number 11. Okay, so this is the one a lot of students had trouble with because they weren't sure what that symbol meant after the 30. And when I show you what that means, that symbol, this symbol here, is minutes. And in this situation, one of the things to keep in mind is that in this case, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, and so the idea is it's a fraction of a degree, but they're using minutes in this case. You might say, why not use tenths? Well, actually, minutes are used in also for not only just math problems, but also in this case for GPS and mapping locations across the world. So it is minutes, and then we'll see also that 1 minute is equal to 60, and you'll see this symbol. These two are seconds, 60 seconds. All right. So now let's set this up. Okay. Now, by the way, let me move this over a little bit here. So it's a space here in the corner. All right. And so we are still going to do the same thing we normally do. All right. So here, we're trying to find B. So B is equal to the square root of, is still going to be 23 squared plus 15 squared minus 2 times 23 times 15 times the cosine. Now here's the thing, of 92 degrees and 30 minutes. Now how do we enter the calculator? Okay, so here we go. All right. So we'll double check. So I keep forgetting stuff. So it's 23 and 15. All right. So we have the square root of 23 squared plus 15 squared minus 2 times 23 times 15 cosine of 9. Now here's the thing. It's 92 degrees. Now the degree symbol can be found if you see right above the apps button. Okay, in this case, oops, I took sign by accident. Let me delete that. All right, 92 right above the apps button, second apps. You'll see a list here, and you'll see a symbol for angle. So we have the first symbol is going to be degrees. So here's degrees. Okay, and then we type in 30. Second apps again, and this choice 2, which is minutes. There you go. Now 30 minutes is really half a degree, so we end up getting in this case 28. Now it works same way, 28.0017383. So our answer for this question is going to be 28. So B is equal to 28. Okay. All right. Now, for 13, we're trying to find, in this case, a side here. Oh, I'm sorry, the angle. So here, we draw a diagram. Here is going to be A. We're going to do B, and here we go C. So C, the side opposite C is 19. And the side opposite B is 16. The side opposite A is 5. And we're trying to find, in this case, angle C. Angle C is here, right? So here, we're going to do the following. We remember it's had before the cosine of C. The cosine of C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared all over 2AB. And so now, cosine of C is equal to, we have here 5 squared plus 16 squared minus 19 squared all over 2 times 5 times 16. All right, so now let's find the angle. Okay, here we go. And so we're going to do 5 squared. So 5 squared plus 16 squared minus 19 squared. Now that by itself is negative 80. Now you're probably saying, why is he finding this by itself? I don't want to make an error when my order operations with typing calculator. So I'm going to find the numerator and denominator. And so 2 times 5 times 16 is equal to 160. So what we're going to do is we're going to find, in this case, second cosine. Okay, now cosine negative 1, all right? So here really we get cosine negative 1 of negative 80 over 160. Okay, and so we'll type into our calculator. So negative 80, and it's important to put the negative in there. Divide by 160. And we get 120 degrees. So we get here cosine negative 1, so the measure angle C actually, so measure angle C is equal to 120 degrees. And unlike the law of sines, you don't have ambiguity of like possibly 16 degrees, 60 degrees. No, it's the exact value. Okay, so there's no take the supplement of the angle. So this is definitely going to be 120 degrees. All right, let's find the last one. Okay, and the last one, same as before. All right, so cosine of C is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. All right, so let me just move this over here as our example. All right, and so we'll plug in cosine of C is equal to 9 squared plus 11 squared minus 6 squared, all over 2 times 9 times 11. And yeah, we're going to use our calculator again. Okay, so we're going to take 9 squared plus 11 squared and subtract 6 squared from that. Okay, and we get 166. Okay, so we have 166 over, now 2 times 9 times 11. 2 times 9 times 11. And we get 198. So that means we're going to take the cosine negative 1 to find angle C. So the measure angle C equals cosine negative 1 of 166 over 198. And we do not need to simplify. Do not need to simplify, okay? Because the calculator will take care of it for us. Cosine negative 1, so of 166 divided by 198. And we get 33.03. So here, now the question asks to find the nearest tenth of a minute. Now, normally it would be 33.03, or I would say about 33.0 degrees. But the question asks for nearest tenth of a minute. So here's what we're going to do. Nearest 10 minutes, not tenth of a minute, nearest 10 minutes. So on our calculator, there's, again, remember that whole thing with the second apps? So second apps. There is a choice 4, which DMS, and DMS stands for degrees, minutes, seconds. And so it will take our answer and put the 33.0 whatever it was into nearest degree, minutes, and seconds. So we'll take a look here. Types here, enter, answer, enter. And we get 33 degrees, 1 minute, and 48.546 seconds, which really rounds off to about 33 degrees. Okay, so we're still with the same answer, 33 degrees though. But now when we ask to find nearest 10 minutes, we're going to use this to use this DMS, second apps DMS, to find the nearest 10 minutes now, okay? And you round up to nearest 10, whether it's, if it's like 18, round 20, if it's 12, round to 10. Okay, hopefully it's helpful, and I will see you in the next video.